And as a tribute, I'm wearing my national outfit, and it's a huasa outfit. And let me show you a little bit how we make them. A cup of raisins, and this is two little boxes. And I'm gonna make like soak these in a little pisco. And you can use rum if you don't have pisco. Pisco is a Chilean brandy. It's only produced in one region in Chile, and that's the mix, the Chilean kind. The Peruvian, it's more like a grappa. It's whatever's left of the wine pressing. So let's come over here. I'm gonna soak these. I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And just go around twice around the pan. And I'm gonna use, this is 1 pound and a quarter of ground beef. 2 cups of onions. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons of paprika, and this is the only condiment that goes in, so leave it off. 1 teaspoon of salt. You might want to use some salt. Fresh pepper. And if by all means, if your mom or grandma made them a different way and they use something else, go ahead. This is how I make them. And okay, this is my secret ingredient. It's a Mexican chili, and it's an ancho chili powder, and it tastes like this spicy raisin. And since we're adding raisins to this, it's just gonna make the flavor more intense. And I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon of this. Don't tell my mom added this. She'll be like, it's not traditional. Okay, and then I'm gonna add, this is also my thing, I'm gonna add some basil. And if you're making Argentina empanadas, actually basil and oregano goes in. So, but I like the flavor, so I add it. Well, I also need 1 teaspoon of sugar. And my grandma used to add this, so I don't remember from it. And I'm gonna let this simmer. Turn it up. And I'm gonna let it simmer for a full hour at low heat. Oh, and my raisins, of course. Until the raisins are plump. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So it's gonna be probably an hour, 45 minutes. As soon as your raisins are like plump, you turn it off. So I'm stirring all this up, and make sure you use a really good quality olive oil. And also, what I forgot to mention. Oh, that's pretty much it. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna turn it down to low. Cover it, turn it down to low, wait an hour. Check it in 40 minutes, and if you have your raisins are plumped, then turn it off. Okay, let's move on to the dough. Okay, so I'm gonna use 4 cups of flour. And you can do this by hand. I'm just using the machine because it's faster right now. And you can look at the bunny bread video that I have, and I'll show you how to make the dough by hand. And I'm gonna use, can you wait just a second? Which we made is called pino, okay? So I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of sugar. And this is my secret. I'll tell you one good. You know, and sometimes I also add like 1 egg yolk to the dough. It just tenderizes it. I'm not gonna do it right now. And I'm gonna add my butter first, and it's 1 stick of butter. You can use top cup. You can use lard as well if you want. I like butter, and it's easier to find. Lard is kind of hard, and you want to make sure it's a good quality lard. And then I have 1 cup of water. gonna keep mixing and it's gonna be done pretty soon. Made it into a log, and I'm gonna grab with my hand, and then this is how I measure. And I'm gonna cut, and then I make it just to a little bowl. Actually, my stepdad does this. We make like hundreds at a time, and his parents used to own like a casino thing, so he's an expert at rolling these out. So I make these little balls. He does it better than I do. And then I'm gonna make the frasca, which is I'm just gonna roll out one. And I'm gonna keep rolling until I get like a pretty big circle, and then I'm gonna fill them. Okay, this is him rolling out the little balls. Isn't that perfect? And he says they're supposed to be like, no, they're perfect, huh? Oh, they're so cute. And now I roll them out. Are those perfect? Yay! We're making empanadas in Chile. It's a whole family process. Everybody does something. I make the pino and the dough. My mom rolls them out, and then like my daughter is in charge of putting the olives on top and things like that. So we all help. I remember when I was little, that was my job. But you learn how to cook that way. And I'm glad my grandma taught me how to do that. And I'm gonna add my pino, my frasca, and I'm gonna add some egg, a black olive. These are pitted. In Chile we use olives with pit. I'm gonna soak my fingers and moisten the dough around. I'm gonna fold it in. And I'm gonna try to eliminate all the air bubbles from the dough. And I'm gonna start poking right here. So I'm gonna close it. And then everybody has a different way of closing the empanadas. This is how I do it. My mom does it a different way. But I think this is I'm not gonna say it's the best way, but they don't open like this. So we'll do them differently. And I keep making them, and I'm gonna put them in the oven. So I added a quarter cup of more water because today's really dry, so I need a little bit more water. And I'm gonna post the recipe on Mommy's a Chef on Facebook, so make sure you look it up and like the page. Okay, so I added 2 egg yolks, and I made this for one ceramic. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of cream. You can just use an egg wash, just water and egg, but I like the color that it gives to empanadas with the egg yolk and the cream. This is Martha's secret. Okay, for her pies. I love the color that it gives them. It's so glistening and beautiful. So I use that instead. My grandma used to use the whole egg and a little bit of paprika. But I like this one better. I'm sure she'll like it. She liked everything I did, so that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna glaze them, and I'm gonna put them in the oven at 400 degrees. You can start at 350 or 375. I really know how my oven, so I'm gonna do 400. But I would suggest 350 because this is one of them. And I'm gonna tell you how long they take. Those are my doggies. There's nobody in the solo. Okay, so I make sure the filling's cool before you put it in the empanadas, and I bake them for 25 to 30 minutes until the golden brown. And we have like all this Chilean decoration. We have a little fonda going on. Thank you so much, and thank you, Tia, for giving my beautiful outfit, and Guli, my grandma, for teaching me how to cook. Thank you so much.
Feliz 18.
Que tenga buen...
Le. Viva Chile.
Que tenga buena fiesta patria.